All right, guys. So we can start sharing on the cast right now. We can all share on your.
I'm not afraid to admit that's what happened with me with Interest. It was either Oregon and Vegas or Oregon and Kick. That's it. And it took me 4 years to find I was like, oh my.
All right.
That was a long time.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ready to ramble with your sexy beast, Joey the Bull.
Hey guys, what pissed you? What? I don't know that.
No. Oh my God.
Freddie, what? Well, if they pissed you put two and two together.
No. It was from last week's show. With if you watched it with Uber, you know how he calls VA Marcus Frey, calls him Bamf, so now he's gonna make a shirt that says Pisco, pimp slap, Uber something whatever.
Yeah.
And then when it was on the show, he was like, tell him, oh yummy, you're gonna fill up my. It was just, the whole show last week was freaking hilarious. I mean, I was literally pissing in my pants.
I saw bits and pieces, not too much.
You got to watch when he shows up in the show. It was fucking funnier than crap. The whole show was crazy.
Who you got this Saturday, Freddie? Do you know?
It's supposed to be Drew in like a squash, and then
That-
Tony comes out, and I work Tony, and then Drew comes back out, and I don't fucking know. Today's supposed to be the reason why Habit's not gonna be there, quote unquote. 3, 2.
What the hell is that picture of? Someone putting water in the back of their
Ladies
car?
and gentlemen, boys and girls, OCCW proudly presents the Royal Ramble with Mikey O'Shea, Jonathan Mellis, and Azrael.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Royal Ramble. I am Jonathan Malice. To my right is the inimitable Azrael, and sitting directly to my left is the one, the only, the very large Mikey O'Shea. How you doing, Mikey? By the way, I like the mustache trimmed up, looking all respectable. How you been?
I didn't even trim it. This is just how it looks when I grow it out.
How you doing, Azrael?
Good. As Mikey O'Shea is trying to look respectable, he's ready to lead this company. He's ready to become the new champion, the greatest champion in OCCW history, and he's going to be two-time champion. Finally, a white man is going to catch a break in Orange County, and is going to be Mikey O'Shea.
That's right. This Saturday, September 29th, at the Del O Jiu-Jitsu Training Center, we have Exodus. What are you girls giggling about?
What you just said. Just keep talking.
Mikey O'Shea thinks I'm funny. He likes me. He's my friend.
Sensitive.
We're going to do so much good stuff together. We're going to go trick-or-treating.
I'm really trying, Azrael. I'm really trying
What are you trying?
to be friendly with them.
With who?
Do you want to be the back end of the horse? I'll be the front end of the horse. We'll go trick-or-treating together. We'll get candy.
I
just
thought
like
it was
the
a
good old
donkey.
days. You can be a donkey, whatever you want. You want to be Shrek? You be Shrek. And I'll be...
Are we?
You know what? That
You
makes a
be
lot
Shrek.
of sense.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. You're Eddie Murphy. I'm Chris Farley.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mike Myers. Mike Myers.
Actually, you're Chris Farley, and this would be David Spade.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
your favorite thing you ever dressed up as Halloween?
Okay,
Jonathan Malice.
Captain America. That's a silly question.
What?
Right? Yeah.
What kind of grown man? Well, how old were you?
His underoos.
40 something.
Was this last year?
As a matter of fact, it was
My
also
God.
last year, the year before, and the year before. I think maybe the last 8, and then one I was
100.
Nick Fury, and then another one I was Riddick from, the Chronicles of Riddick and all that.
God.
Okay.
So we can't all we can't all look like Mikey O'Shea, but so our topic for tonight. All right, and I'm going to pose this question to the fans out there who are watching. What do you call it? Post in, call in, message us. Let us know, okay? Our
Comments?
all right, comment. What in the history of your viewing pleasure of professional wrestling, what is the worst gimmick you've ever seen? Now, when I say gimmick, for those of you who to the unlearned, what is the worst characterization of a wrestler you've ever seen? For instance, the Honky Tonk Man's gimmick was an Elvis impersonator. So, in your minds, if you're out there still watching, we did get a little bit of a late start. Hopefully, you haven't given up on us. What is the worst gimmick in wrestling history that you can recall? I'm going to pose this question to Joey the Bull. Do you have one?
Yes, I like to share. I didn't like the whole fact that when Roddy Piper was the half white and half black, didn't get it at the time as a young kid watching, It didn't just...
Yeah, here's the thing about Roddy Piper, and we may go off topic a little
That
bit.
wasn't his gimmick, though. That was just like a crazy thing that got into Roddy's
that's one of the
mind.
things I
Roddy's
didn't like.
gimmick was just that he's half insane.
Right, yeah, when you're half insane,
He
right?
wrestled a bear.
Yeah. I when I mean gimmick, maybe let me clarify. What did the wrestler come out as? I mean, for instance, you know what I mean, like Bastion Booger or something like that.
Oh, I didn't like Akeem.
The African Dream,
African Dream,
absolutely
like
terrible.
That was a terrible gimmick.
Absolutely terrible. And did you ever see the whole ritual they did where they converted him from one man gang to like, it was
terrible.
It was terrible. And that's one of those things, like when you were a real serious wrestling fan, like I was when I was a teenager, and I was proud to be a wrestling fan because I loved Dusty Rhodes and I loved Ronnie Garvin, I loved the Road Warriors, and then all this. And then when I say, yeah, I'm going to go see wrestling, and someone would say, you mean like Akeem, the African Dream, that stupid thing and you're like, no, that's not wrestling. That's the WWF, right? So yeah, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, that's a pretty horrible gimmick, Akeem, the African Dream.
Okay, Repo Man. Repo Man. When I was a little boy, I didn't know what a Repo Man was.
Right?
I'm like, why is that man wearing a mask?
The interesting thing about that Repo Man was that he was wearing a mask and he was acting like a criminal, when in reality, the Repo Man are the ones who are enforcing the law.
Yeah, they just come up and tell me I'm here for your car, motherfucker.
Right? Exactly. Who's watching out there tonight, Joe?
Brian
We got
Chansey.
Brian Chastain, we got Jessica Sky, we got Mindy Hinojosa. I love you, girl.
Love you too, Mindy Hinojosa.
CJ is watching.
CJ?
We got, of course, some of our crew guys watching here, so we're all on board right now.
You're all what? On board?
We're all on board.
All right.
Brian Chansey didn't like RoboCop in WCW. What? Didn't he fight Sting?
No, he
No,
hit
got
Sting's back.
He
Yeah.
ripped Sting out of the cage.
Okay.
Yeah, the return
I
of
think this was
RoboCop.
like after a match. They just Sting won the match, and the guys that lost to Sting grabbed him anyways, put him in a cage, and RoboCop made his entrance and
That was Capital Combat. Yeah, I guess.
promoting RoboCop 3.
Yeah, the return of RoboCop.
Drop
That's-
it.
Is that the one where Sting had his leg broken by security or his knee ruptured by security?
No, because he was still standing inside the cage.
I think that might be the one, right? Because they went to pull him off the cage, and anyway, I think that
No,
was.
it was just a regular
Is that the one?
cage. It wasn't a cage match. It was just a regular cage on outside of the ring.
Maybe he was. No. You know what? You're right.
Like a
he was
penalty
hurt.
box.
He was hurt already at that one, right? It was like a penalty
Four
box.
Horsemen messed him up or something, right?
No,
Yeah,
what
bunch of
happened was
bastards.
in reality, he was the WCW security, like the rest of WCW, was so inept that when they saw Sting climbing the cage to get in, they didn't realize he was an actual wrestler.
Right.
And one of the security members, I think it was Doug Dillinger, pulled his leg off, ruptured his knee. And
But it's Sting, though. Like, you're looking at the big, giant, jacked fella climbing the cage.
Right.
That's obviously one of the boys.
and you, Doug Dillinger, are going to be the one to stop him from getting in. It was pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I got a gimmick
Okay.
that I totally. Of course, this is not me watching it as a history than actually watching it live. When Mike Awesome was in WCW,
Right.
and
Oh.
he went from being the fat chick Thriller,
Yeah,
I
and then
remember
out
this.
of nowhere he becomes
Partridge Family?
the '70s guy,
Oh, that
Right,
was
yep,
bad.
and then he goes to being the Canadian guy or
Yeah.
anti-American guy. Like the '70s guy was like, really, with a guy like Mike Awesome.
Yeah, Mike, who really was as a wrestler, was freaking awesome.
Like I never really
Wow.
had. I mean,
That's a good one.
The thing is, I didn't really enjoy watching because a lot of times he would get his shit in and not care about the safety of others.
Yeah, that's true.
But a
Just
guy
Masato
like
Tanaka.
you, so fuck it.
Another bad gimmick is a guy that comes out dressing like Captain America. That's a terrible gimmick, too.
Who comes out dressed like Captain America?
Mr. America.
Or was that, what's his name, the Patriot?
Brian Chansey also hates Glacier in W. That was a good idea.
Glacier
That
was
just
awesome,
wasn't the
man.
best executed idea. That Mortal Kombat show after Nitro,
Who-
I watched.
who was
the
Chris
hell
Canyon's
out of
alter
it.
Pretty
ego?
good, huh?
Good,
What was it
yeah.
called?
Mortal Kombat something,
What?
Annihilation something.
What was Glacier's? What Chris Canyon's alter ego?
Cronus
Canyon
or
was
Crocus?
Mortis.
Or
Canyon was Mortis.
Canyon was
Mortis. There we
right,
go.
right.
Yeah, I loved those. I loved it, man.
Right?
I feel like they didn't use them enough.
This is like once
Oh,
you can't
yeah,
then rip somebody's spine out.
This
then
was
you're not
before I
doing
was
the
actually
thing
a
in the
wrestling
movie.
fan. I would still play like the
Hey,
games
can we-
from the N64, and Morris was my guy.
Hey, yeah, I agree. Hey, Robert, can you put us up on the screen there? Thank you. And are you still doing something? Okay, thanks.
Another guy. He never made his actual wrestling debut on Raw or SmackDown, but he was on Jacked or Metal for a couple months. Just Joe. He was a Canadian wrestler who his gimmick was just going around backstage and narking on people.
What a lame gimmick that is.
You can actually remember him at when Stone Cold made his return at Unforgiven 2000. He actually came in there, tried to narc and tell Stone Cold something, and Stone Cold just didn't want to hear nothing of it, just beat the shit out of him.
Good for Stone Cold.
That's the biggest highlight of
Good
his
for
career right
Stone
there.
Cold. Good for Stone Cold. Beating the shit out of
What's up, Herman Fetterman? What's up, bro? He's
Herman
watching.
Fetterman, hey, I love you, man. I haven't heard from you. I hope you're coming to see us on Saturday. You are, right up there with the number one fan status. You and Brian Chansey and all them are it's like neck and neck. I would hazard a guess is to say you might even be ahead because you've been to more and you bring more people. So
CJ hates Isaac Yankum. The wrestling dentist is a good idea. There was a long run of let's make a profession, but he wrestles.
There's a
Let's
fake
have a
Diesel.
plumber, a repo man,
At
IRS.
least it was something that was his, not being fake Diesel for a couple months.
well, I think the fake Diesel and the fake Razor Ramon, I think that was a good concept for an angle rather than trying to make it seem like, oh no, this is Razor Ramon, this is Diesel. I think if
Isn't that what they were trying to do? They were trying to convince people that's actually.
yeah, that's where they
But
went
did they
wrong.
call
What they
him
should have
fake
done
Diesel?
is use that. No, they called him Diesel
Okay,
and Razor
yeah,
Ramon, right?
good,
They should have used
good.
that as an angle rather than trying to swerve the fans. They should have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit.
Diesel was a stupid gimmick, by the way. I didn't even know what that meant when I was little, because like I didn't buy gas for the car or nothing, so I know what Diesel was. I'm like, what is
So
he, a
you thought he
truck?
was a big
I didn't know what a
semi-truck.
He's a man. He got tires and not Optimus Prime walking down the aisle going choo choo. I didn't get it.
Well, Azrael, being from the backwoods, I'm pretty sure a lot of your machines were operated by diesel, right? I mean,
Down of Diesel.
No, when you
Yeah,
come
the
out.
Great and Powerful Oz was the worst. Just the
Was it worse than
worst.
Vinny Vegas?
Yeah, man. Have you ever seen Oz? The Great
I
and
did.
Powerful
I remember.
Oz?
Here's the thing. I remember they hyped it for a few months before that pay-per-view, and then Ron Simmons comes out and goes over.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute. You guys have been pushing this angle for months,
right.
right? He comes out, welcome to Oz, and then Ron Simmons comes out. Oh no! And Ron Simmons comes out and puts him away. Okay, look, we're a little bit strapped for time, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move right ahead. We're gonna go into the card for Saturday.
Shockmaster.
Unfortunately, that gimmick never made it onto
It got a toy.
the stage. Yeah, did it get a toy?
It got a toy 30 years later.
Did
Moving
Star
on.
Wars the Star Wars people sue them for copyright
They just should have,
infringement?
man. It was literally just the Stormtrooper helmet with glitter on
Yeah.
it.
So, all right, this Saturday, September 29th at 6 p.m., Orange County Championship Wrestling presents Exodus. Exodus is the underlying theme or overlying theme for our show this weekend. There's a lot of talk going on back and forth about what's going on. People are claiming that I'm trying to get rid of people or other. To bring a little more light to the subject, we have our good friend and longtime, well, maybe the worst best friend I ever had. Let's have him in here. Tony Race, come on in.
No, that's not the worst.
yeah,
best friend
Tony Rays, everybody.
Grab a chair.
The worst best friend is no longer here.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Has he ever betrayed you for your tag team? Wait, he did, though. He totally did betray you for your tag team championships. I'm pretty sure, weren't you tag team champions?
We were tag team champions. How
And
you
then
doing,
you
Tony?
did something,
Nice to see you.
as you like to
Now
say.
look,
All right, tell me the story. Sit here.
all right. Tony, now you called me up a few weeks ago and you said, hey, look, I want to have a word with you. I say, okay, come in. We'll talk. I want to get on your show. I go, okay, I'll put you on the show. Come in, we'll talk, and we'll see what it is. And you never showed up. In fact, you showed up today to pick up some promotional items, and that was it. What seems to be the problem?
Who says I have a problem?
Well,
I'm
you
a
know
very
what?
disgruntled employee,
Everywhere,
Mr. Malice.
Everywhere I go, all right? There's guys like this guy. There's guys like this guy. When we have a problem, you speak up and say, hey, John, I don't like this. Hey, John, I don't want to do this. And then there's the other types who do their little whining on social media, talk to the other wrestlers. Hey, you know what? You shouldn't work for guys. Is that you? Is that what you're doing?
You know me.
I do
I'll
know.
come
I
straight
thought
to
I
your
did.
face.
All right. So
And on the 29th, we just may have a discussion about it.
on the 20th, why can't we discuss it now?
Some things should be more public than others.
All right. So anyway, in other words, are you gonna put it on social media like that? What's that other little bitch's name?
I don't know.
He doesn't know either. All right.
It's probably a friend of mine.
Probably.
I like people you don't. It's how it works.
Well, you like everybody.
Not everybody.
Yeah, you do.
There's somebody's jaw I want to break.
Well,
Ooh.
that's
It'd be
true.
pretty easy. It's been done
was it-
before.
Should I back up?
Nah,
Not you, Joey the Bull.
I'm like, so what
Nobody wants to hurt Joey the Bull. Everybody loves Joey the Bull.
Bill Chew versus Joey the Bull. Let's do it.
Hey, I would like to see that. I think Bill Chew.
I don't think anybody would want to see that.
Destination 6. If you're hearing this right now, October 27th for your Halloween show, Joey the Bull versus Bill Chew. Let's go. First person that falls wins.
That's not funny.
Hey,
Literally one
how about
fall to a
it? How about
finish.
an inhaler on a pole match?
Inhaler on a.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Let's run with that.
Pinata.
WCW.
Moving on.
So okay, the 29th. Moving on. Okay, go ahead, move on.
I was saying moving on with you.
Okay. We have Tony Ray's matched up against. some prize. We don't have a match for this guy, all right? The guy is still dead set on showing up, right? I don't understand. You don't want to show up?
You can't
You
just
do.
come and just take our talent and steal our jobs and go to some other fangled organization, stealing wrestlers, causing an exodus.
Is that what this is all about, Tony? Was this your idea?
Maybe I'm the
Exodus?
third man. Or second man.
All I can say is I do love the logo.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's gonna look good on a T-shirt.
Yeah, well, in any case, I want to thank you for picking up and dropping off the printing at the printer for us and then bringing this back. Remember, I told you I wanted OCCW Limelight, and you come back with Exodus. Explain. I don't want to.
Wait, Limelight. We
Yes.
got a wrestler.
Living in the limelight.
But we got that's okay. I mean, that's a wrestler's name that we're gonna use that day. But I mean,
Did you watch the show last week, Mike?
no, I didn't.
It was pretty interesting.
So, when you get a chance, watch it, and you.
Moving on.
Danny Limelight Rivera is going to lead an exodus of wrestlers to other organizations. He's going to take us to Mexico.
Puerto Rico.
Wrestles in Mexico.
Remember, in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico's in Mexico. We
No,
went
it's
over
in New
this.
York. Remember, it's in New York.
No.
No, it's
Talk
on the
about
coast
this.
of Brazil.
Wow.
Which
None
is
of that-
yeah.
Wait, is it really?
It's-
Oh,
Look, it's a simple fact. I'm still contracted to do shows
you got 2 more shows.
at OCCW.
And you know what? If I recall correctly, you're like throwing in with some of those local mud shows there, running against me. Now I don't know why. I realize I owe you what's left on the contract, right? I'm not going to go into all the details. It's easier to let you wrestle than it is to friggin' have to see you in court about it. But I don't appreciate that, and I think that this Saturday. I don't think I owe you any favors, is what I'm basically trying to say.
Okay. I don't need any favors. You can put me in the ring with anybody you want. Matter of fact, I might just come out whenever I want.
Well, if you don't come out when I need you to, right? If you want to be like someone who figured they could show up whenever they want to and leave whenever they want to, you can stay gone for as long as you want to. You understand?
That's a possibility.
Yeah. And then you can come up with a gimmick where you pretend to run your own show and... Well,
You heard it here, folks. This coming Saturday, Jonathan Malice will be going back inside the ring against Tony Reyes for a 3rd consecutive time. Who will bump the most? We will find out.
That's where you could buy your tamales and soft drinks at that time.
all right, moving along.
You know he ain't gonna get in the ring with me anymore.
You guys still have yet to finish a match.
I think-
You didn't finish that cage match. Technically.
Whose fault was that?
Both of
I don't
yours.
remember. You know, I got hit pretty hard. What happened in that cage match, Tony? Let's review. Since Mikey seems to have the clearest of the memories.
I actually forgot what happened at the
You
very
got the footage over there,
Didn't-
monkey?
Weren't
Nope.
you
Okay.
attacked by somebody or something?
My bad, producer Rob.
I forgot who.
Do you remember how that went down?
I just remember.
Double clothesline, you're both down, and then something happened. I forgot. But we'll never see the footage
A
because
fan dressed as Sting hit the cage and tried to
It was
crawl in.
it was phenomenal. All I know is I would have sworn I got the win on that.
You did get the win on that because someone decided to throw some. What was it?
Oh, it
Throw
was
some
a
crap
roll-up.
in my eyes.
It was a roll.
No, it wasn't. Your buddy Max Ammo, who has since been excommunicated, right? Decided.
My buddy?
Let's throw some. What is that? That lighter fluid in old Malice's eyes because I'm not coming back to this country anytime soon. And you got the pin. All right. So and by the way, Max Ammo, congratulations on taking that foolhardy step of getting married in February. I'm going to make sure I go there to Colombia to try to warn that poor girl on what she's getting into. Secondly, to speak up when the pastor says, does anyone protest this union, blessed union? I'll be like, woman, leave, right? Leave.
You gotta say it in Spanish. You know, they don't speak English.
Muévete, no tengo todo tiempo del mundo. Muévete, muévete más.
See.
All right. So,
Okay.
Bueno.
boy, look at this.
How do you
This
put
is
up with
the
this?
this is the
Every
first
week,
I've been
you
doing
got to
my
deal
best.
with this kind of talk every week.
this is the first time in 40 years here in Orange County where there's been more white people in a room than a Mexican. All right. That said, tell us a little bit about what you've been up to, Tony Reyes, because frankly, I'm sure there's someone out there that wants to hear it.
Probably not. I just been working hard rehabilitating an injury, but now I'm back.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about 3PW?
There's nothing to tell right now. Everything's set. Looks like we're gonna relaunch in 2019. We're just trying to lock up a few dates and go from there.
So you might need other wrestlers.
I just might.
You might need to lead an exodus.
I just might have to do that.
What about a ring announcer?
God bless you with that ring, because I know that's going to be a bitch to move.
Hey, maybe you could get someone to team up with you and co-promote your show with you, right?
God.
That would be a great idea.
No, I'm good.
Someone can attach their name to you and try to friggin' Anyway.
Ride, Sally, ride.
No swears, everyone. Dustin Lawyer is watching from
no
his
swears?
grandmother's house. He's having a milk and cookies evening, and we are to refrain from salty language in front of Dustin. One of our fine fans' grandmother will not let him watch the program, or I assume live in the house anymore.
Hey,
if
Dustin.
He hears swears.
Dustin Lawyer, how old is your grandma? If she's, have her give me a call. Call me, Dustin's grandma.
Probably not a cougar. She's probably a saber tooth.
No, Dustin Lawyer he's like 30-something years old by looking at the picture. Good
Oh, well, maybe
Lord.
not your grandma. Maybe.
These are our fans.
All right. Tony, all right.
I mean, please buy a shirt.
While we got you here, right? Since you're being tight-lipped about where you're going to be and what you're going to do and who you're going to wrestle, can you do us a favor and tell us, in your opinion, what is the worst wrestling gimmick you've seen since you've been involved or since you've known wrestling's existed?
Ooh. I'd have to do a throwback to 7.
Oh, that's a good one. That was Dustin Rhodes.
I love Dustin. Goldust is one
yeah.
of the greatest creations ever seen. But 7 sucked. He knew it. He dumped it.
Didn't he dump it like on camera, like
on
shoot?
camera?
Yeah.
Shoot.
I'm sorry.
Shoot.
I'm sorry. But 7 will always be better than Black Rain. Do we remember Black Rain?
No, we're not talking about the movies.
No, I'm talking.
Michael Douglas.
I thought that was
I'm
Purple
talking
Rain.
about his gimmick in TNA.
Purple Rain. He had a gimmick in TNA called Black Rain. That's
Yep.
right. That's right. He did.
He took the Goldust outfit and made it white.
And called it Black Rain for some
and
reason.
had a black wig.
Yeah.
And paint his face silver.
No, okay. Now, here's something I missed because I stopped watching wrestling for a while after WCW collapsed. What was Stardust? Was it the same kind of gimmick or?
Yeah, it was Cody Rhodes.
I know it was Cody Rhodes, but I mean, what was the rationale behind that?
I believe the idea was
It was
they
very
thought-
cosmic.
They thought Cody Rhodes was too bland as a gimmick itself, so they decided to give him the idea of being something that's similar to Goldust, like Batman and
Where-
Robin, Goldust and Stardust.
Where
Oh, so it
WWE
was kinda
screwed
lame.
up with that kid was when they killed Legacy. When
The Legacy gimmick itself, though, wasn't
They-
really like
they,
there.
they didn't push it hard enough or something. There was something missing with it, but that had the potential.
Like they
to
gave
be-
them matches with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, but they never like had one match where they actually like came out on top.
I'm
were just
just saying
they were
as a
just fed
group-
to them.
As a group, that group had the potential to be
The
freaking great.
next evolution.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was never as
Now,
successful. as
Legacy
Evolution.
was all the guys whose dads had been champs. Is that right?
Yes.
Right.
Dusty
So you had
Rhodes.
Orton.
You had
Third-
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Right.
And then you had Cody Rhodes.
Third generation wrestlers, basically.
I got you. That was a good idea.
And then you had at one moment you had Sin Snuka.
Really?
Sin Snuka and Manu, whatever his name is.
Was he Fatu or
Alpha, yeah.
or Office?
Yeah, Sin Snuka was the son of obviously Jimmy Clay Snuka.
Superfly. All right, good deal. Okay, Tony, is there anything you want to add before we move on to our next guest?
Nope, I'll just see you soon, buddy.
We used to.
I'm gonna make my exodus right now.
Oh yeah. Go Exodus.
Movement for the people.
Rockabilly.
Oh, is that Billy Gunn?
Rockabilly. That was right before he became the badass Billy Gunn. Rockabilly.
Well, actually, I heard Freddie Havoc had the worst gimmick in wrestling. So.
What is his gimmick? Let's ask him. Oh, wait.
Well-
Is he here? Son of a... Oh, dude.
Where's Helmuth?
I don't know. Where is Helmet?
Where's Helmuth at?
I know we got here late. I had to make a last minute stop on my way in. So
Well, you
I'm
know
a little
what?
bit discombobulated.
Well, I'm going to be
Sit
waiting
down.
right there till he
Sit down.
shows up.
I mean, you guys should sit down. I mean, 0-3 already.
Wait,
I mean,
you're
sorry.
gonna wait right here?
No, I was going to wait right there, but he said to sit down, so I'm here to sit down.
All right, where you been?
Okay.
Where have I been?
Where's he gonna wait?
gonna wait in the lobby right in the green room.
Help yourself.
Okay.
Wait wherever you want.
Where have I been?
Yeah.
Where have I been? I've been stuck on the freeway trying to get here, get my ass here.
That 405
Where have you been?
can't suck.
I've been waiting on this thing since 9 o'clock to show your face, and you showed up late too yourself.
Yeah, I did actually. I had to pick up someone because everyone else was in such a hurry to get here and sit on the couch. What?
Yeah, I might be late, but
Were
hey,
you about to go?
I want Helmuth.
Huh?
He's been running his mouth, talking about, oh, we'll see if you make it. We'll see if you make it to the 20.
Okay, listen. Your match with Freddie Helmuth this Saturday night, September 29th at the Delo Jiu-Jitsu Training Center, right? That's going to be the rematch as your match with Helmuth at Next Level, right? Ended. Explain that to us, how that ended and what you plan to do differently this time.
How that ended? That ended exactly the way I wanted it to end. Sure, there was no winner. It wasn't about winning. It wasn't about losing. It was about showing Helmuth that I was there to kick his ass.
Yeah, you did. Even when he beat the crap out of you at the beginning of the match with that candlestick.
I kept coming back.
You kept
And
coming
you're not
back.
going to keep me down. You're not going to keep me down for long. Come this Saturday, I'm going to show him what it's like to step in the ring with me. This is it. This is the finale right here.
Okay, so you're gonna beat him, and
I'm not just gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat the living crap out of him. I'm gonna keep it PG because I was on my way here. I saw
said
something
the
about.
B word. It's okay.
Well, the kid said that his grandma's not gonna let him watch.
Watching on the TV. No, milk and cookies.
is she more interested in the show than
I'm
say
heated.
some of our hosts
I am
here, or
heated right
picking
now.
the skin off of their bodies and looking at their cell phones?
I'm interacting with our guests.
You know what? Look there and interact with them that way.
They're saying
Jeez.
they're texting me about whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Justin Lawyer wants to join the fine craft of wrestling, and he wants to wrestle as the Red Lobster. And I'm telling him that that's much better than the Red Rooster.
That is a bad gimmick as well, the Red Lobster.
And one of our fans right now is
That's what I meant, the Red Rooster.
one of our fans is saying, "Look how jacked Havoc looks right now." I mean, he has this look in his face. I wouldn't even bug with him. I wouldn't even mess with him right now.
Does look a bit jacked. Dodgers are down by a run, by the way.
Well, that might add to me.
What about the Raiders? I mean, 0-3.
Oh my God, Derek Carr sucks so bad. I swear to God.
Is this a sports show or is this a wrestling show?
sorry.
Last match, we were going at it, we were fighting, we were doing our thing. Then out of nowhere,
Oh shit.
show up, huh? Show up. Laugh at all you want, buddy.
You have so much to say. Keep talking. Come on, Havoc. Say things. Come on.
Could you? You couldn't keep me down, could you? Couldn't keep me down. I'm right here.
They're doing
Hey, you ran
They
me
kill each other
down. You
quickly.
said so
You're
much.
the one that keeps wanting to run their damn mouths.
You keep
I'm
saying-
showing everything that I need to
Good.
say.
Good. Show. What'd you show? What did you show? Nothing.
Wait, security.
Yo, can we get? Yo, Joey.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what?
Guys. Yo. Got contracts here.
Hey, not that one. I like that one. Hey.
Let's go.
Hey.
Let go.
Hey.
Let go. Let go. Let go.
Give me that dildo. Give me that dildo. I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh.
Hey.
They committed a medic.
What the hell happened?
Are you serious?
I
Joey
said-
Bull, get him out of here now.
Hey, get the ambulance.
Joey, get the ambulance.
Yo,
Get him to the
what happened?
doctor. His hand's all screwed
My
up.
shoulder.
Hey, don't bend that way.
Oh, my shoulder.
Hey! Doctor!
Wait, let's get him. Let's,
Yeah, I'll play it, doctor. I'll get him out of here.
No. Wait, hold on. His shoulder. Hold on. We'll put this on.
I'm
Okay, I'm gonna just stand up.
Oh, this is
Stand up.
I'm trying
Come
to-
on, Mikey.
Hold it by his body. Hold it by his body.
You're stepping on something.
Okay.
All right, I got it. Hold on to his arm. Hold it. No, his arm. Not his body. His arm.
Oh, my shoulder.
Let me get your arm.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Jesus, watch out for his head.
Get him on the couch.
Hey, you know what? These are not rentals. All right, I had to pay for these. These will not be replayed. How's his shoulder?
He's good. I mean, we have him laid down on the couch right now. We're getting medics right now.
All right, I need someone to. What the? I step out for 2 minutes. I go get a rock star, and this happens. You guys hold it together for Christ's sake.
Someone get the guy some ice right now.
Put a lock on the damn door. Where the hell is Helmuth? Was that Helmuth? I saw him run past me in the hallway.
It looked like it was Helmet.
That's just more of a reason why I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do? Tony.
Wow.
Hey, we need a guard on the damn door.
I
or
think
something.
you're
We
right.
Run in like every damn week. You know, just have people, and then people get hurt, and now he probably can't wrestle anymore. You don't even know what's gonna happen. Now I'm all goddamn blooded.
Hey, oh no, sit down. Come on, don't you lose your mind. Don't you lose your God. This is
Son of a bitch, I'll find it.
Wait, no.
That ain't right either.
Sit down.
Let's put the seats
Mikey,
together.
you want to help us out here? Have a seat over there.
Oh, thank God.
Here you go.
These are empty.
What the hell's the matter with you?
The Pringles.
I'm good.
Let's go.
All right,
How can you eat at a time like this?
let's pull this together. Pull it together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize on behalf of Orange County Championship Wrestling and the Royal Ramble. What you just saw was an atrocious act of what one can only describe as reprehensible. I'm sorry. We're gonna give you an update on Havoc. That shoulder did not look good. It looked like
Okay, look, no. Listen to me, okay? I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
I am not lazy enough to call Grubhub to get me some Pringles, okay? I don't think that's even possible.
All right. Moving right along. Let's.
We don't call 911 for snack emergencies.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Oh, all right. That ain't right. We need a security for this door. That's like the 8th time that somebody just busted in and tried to kill someone here.
It's like, yeah.
Well, producer Rob said they're on their way right now, too.
All right, we're
Wrestling. That's what it is. That's what will happen.
That's not wrestling. Attacking people in the studio. I didn't see him do a headlock to him or nothing. I saw him just try to break his arm like a damn savage.
People break each other's arms in wrestling.
Some sexy star, but I didn't see a mask on either one of them fellas.
Or, Del Rio.
Okay, our next guest is known the world over as Aunt Heidi. Without any further ado, let's have her in. Aunt Heidi, please come in. I'm sorry for the disarray. Mikey O'Shea's favorite wrestler. Can you?
sit here.
Wow, that's sure win.
You're a lady.
You know what?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's right.
Chair for
That's
the
right.
lady.
Here, let's get her a chair, Mike.
You're all disgusting.
Here, come on.
You're all disgusting.
All right, there we go.
You all take the chair from the
Go ahead and sit down, Mike. Go ahead. Have a
Oh,
seat.
disgusting.
Go ahead, have a seat.
Thank you very much, Ezra.
Yeah, a bunch of savages. You're from England where people are civilized. Not like
You
here
see
in
what
America
happened?
where
Now
they're
Mikey's
fat
got
and
to sit next
stupid.
to
Yeah,
her.
Mikey's sitting right next to it. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, Mikey. I've turned a new leaf, mate. Remember, Hilda made me good. In fact, I tried to offer my services to Mr. Havoc. I inquired if he was in need of any surgery, but turns out it was just dislocated, so he should be fine.
Good to have you here, Heidi.
Ah, good to have me.
Did you check his prostate?
Oh, no. That's only Mikey.
Oh, good. If you want to raise your chair so you could join the rest of us.
Nah, I'm a little boy.
Mikey has a bad habit of bringing chairs all the way to the ground so that he could.
What can I
know
say? The
exactly
people that sat there before me are too small.
So, Heidi,
Yes, mate.
would you be so kind as to scoot down just a bit? Mikey, can you scoot a little bit closer to Heidi, please? All right. What are you doing down there, Mike?
What's Heidi been up to lately?
Secret lovers. That's what we are. Secret lovers. Oh my goodness! Oh, the hat! He looks like the Artful Dodger
Looks
from
like
Oliver
the Mary
Twist.
Poppin cast right here.
There you go.
Fatty Shango.
You're gonna have to face Kay.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my dog. They can start singing that too.
Hello, my ragtime gal.
right.
Okay, so for what I've been doing lately, well, a few things. I was up recently at Jacked Comedy Wrestling. I was up against Shownuff.
Shownuff.
Yes.
Who's the baddest mofo throw down, low down in this town?
Oh.
That would be
he-
Shownuff. Yes.
Yes, he actually used his glow against me, mate. I barely made the roll up.
Really? You defeated Shownuff?
Well, turns out there's a little loophole. The glow prevents him from taking any sort of damage against major fighting moves. Turns out it doesn't really help with wrestling, so I just slipped behind him, rolled him up, and then just held on until the 3 count and just ran like bloody hell.
Fantastic. Congratulations on a spectacular, what must have been a spectacular upset victory here.
Oh, yes. He threw me quite around the stage, mate. I believe if the wall wasn't quite sturdy, there probably would have been a Heidi-shaped hole in there.
Yes.
See, they ran in a venue with sturdy walls. Whose fault is that? That we're going through some kind of paper-thin contraption.
Oh, that is
It's
true.
called a wall. I'm sorry that your head is hard enough to break the wall, but we rent these halls out, right? I have to put down a security deposit.
To be fair, Moore Park is a lot cheaper than it is out here in Los Alamitos.
He's also got a point.
Oh
That
no,
makes
the Pack Theater. That's in North Hollywood.
Oh.
Even
Never mind. I think
fancier.
the Hollywood's a lot more expensive than
Yeah, but it's North Hollywood. That place is falling apart, isn't
What
it?
about West Hollywood?
Hello. Bing bong.
Hey, no,
Northeast,
no.
west, south, don't matter.
Heidi, you are scheduled against Alan Amore
Alan Amore.
this Saturday at
Oh.
Exodus.
He's making his debut?
No, he's already made his debut. He's making his his first match in OCCW.
That's what I meant.
Oh, yes, his OCCW debut.
Wow, Alan, huh?
Sorry. Yes!
Alan's a
That's right.
ladies'
See,
man.
don't wear that
Alan
height too
Amore.
tight or you're going to get up like me.
So wait, I'm up against another ladies' man, from one lover to another.
He does
Yeah.
have
Trying to
flowers.
seduce Heidi.
He does have flowers.
And you know what? I think he'd probably like some of what you got. He'd probably be picking up what you'd be putting down there, Heidi.
Damn.
I don't like to match make, with in a professional setting, but I'm just saying you could probably hurt that little guy.
Oh, don't worry, mate. I will be very gentle, Mr. Amore. In fact, Mr. Uberstein and I, we were a quick one and done, but I can make it last for quite a while. with
Wow,
you.
yeah, you're gonna have to wring that little boy out dry, huh?
Oh, at least it's not going to be death by snoo.
Do you know what snoo snoo is?
I never thought I'd die that way. I always kind of hoped. Never know. What could
Is it
happen.
kind of like Zug Zug from the old caveman movie? Zug Zug.
Zug Zug Lana? No,
Lana
no, that's
Zug
a
Zug.
different. Yeah,
Yes.
Atuk, right? What's his name? Atuk?
Zug
Yeah.
Zug Lana.
We
All
saw
right.
a broken shoulder. We might see a broken pelvis.
Or a broken back, right?
Alan can move though. Alan can do.
He's a very
Joey,
quick little
can
cat.
you adjust that camera just a tad, right? See how we're off center there?
I think it was my fault. I actually moved it when.
When everyone, yeah, it's not your fault. It's whoever.
Extreme close up.
All right, let's get back on topic here. Very nice. Producer Robert taking
I think I just
the
gave him
helm.
some nightmares.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about what, if you're still reading that book, How to Be Good, or writing that book, How to Be Good. Tell us a little bit. September 29th, you're up against little Alan Amore. That's Amore.
Amore.
What's it, Amore?
Amore.
All right. Alan, if you're out there, feel free to chime in. Heidi, I've seen Heidi come up against bigger, stronger guys than you. It'll be interesting to see what your plan of attack shall be. Joey, is anyone, can you read us some of the comments we're getting?
Well, we got, let's see, after the melee, everybody's been, talking a lot of smack, oh, my God, everybody here's Havoc okay? What's happening there? From Jessica Sky. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are very concerned about Havoc, right?
Don't worry, he did not bite his tongue when we popped his shoulder back in. We made sure of that.
In the interest of fairness, I could not get involved, and I had to protect these mics because these are pretty expensive.
They're more expensive than Havoc or Helmuth, surely.
They're definitely
These
worth
are-
more at this point. Okay, so where can we see you in addition to this weekend?
Oh, in addition to this weekend, I believe, I do my usual things at MPW. Let's see, there's going to be our Chamber of Hate on October 13th, the year of our
Oh
Lord.
yeah, it's called the voting booth in the Republican districts.
That was cool.
At the Boys and Girls Club again?
Yes. Boys and Girls Club over in Moore Park, California. Careful with Lucy.
You're going to hurt yourself, Mikey.
Yeah,
O'Shea.
don't cut
Thank you.
yourself
Don't
with
give
that
him
thing.
sharp objects.
Yes.
All right.
I'm actually a lot safer with a knife than I am with a rana.
A rana.
It's a run.
Is that a piranha? A
rana?
hurricane rana?
Yes.
Hurricane Rana.
A sharana?
Ashley Grace, how you doing?
Oh, yes. Hello, Ashley.
Yes, I heard that was quite the dust up, huh?
Oh, yes. We had a rather, I'd say it was a pretty interesting match. Let's see, it was a championship match. Originally it was Ayoko and Mariah, but we got pushed to that status.
Golden opportunity for you.
Oh yes, Ashley deserved it quite a bit. Let's see. I attempted to. She tried to crossbody me. I caught it. Wanted to body slam her. She slipped behind, rode me up. Oh, it was quite lovely, mate. There was a bit of a mishandle in the middle, but aside from that, it was a decent match.
There was no error in the middle. She tried to go for a Hurricane Rana. You caught her, and then as you were going down, you powerbombed her. That's what happened. You powerbombed her with a counter. I don't understand why people are talking. I saw it myself. You caught her.
Okay.
As you were falling down, you threw her down into a powerbomb. That's what happened. People are so sensitive
One
these days.
time I threw Mikey O'Shea into the cage, and it was pretty slow because he's really heavy, and it was hard to lift him, and it took a long time to do. But I got it done.
Well, there will always be those idiots who lurk in the social media shadows, who can do nothing but comment on, every little mistake that anyone's ever made, right?
Dustin Lawyer wants to know if we do custom shows.
Actually, Heidi and
Yes.
Mikey
Every
O'Shea
show
are
is a
both
custom show. We give the fans of OCCW what they want to see.
absolutely.
Customization.
What is a custom show?
Maybe when I'm
We
retired.
give the people exactly what they ask
Okay.
Maybe when I'm retired and I don't give a crap about being on mainstream wrestling anymore. Because it does make a lot of money.
Heidi, do you do custom shows like that apartment wrestling and all that?
Oh no, I don't really do that stuff. I just prefer punching people in the face.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Heidi has a martial art background. I'm pretty sure not everybody knows about that.
Well, yes, I do. I do. Actually, I've trained with Tong Sido with the Master Jason Flame, who will also be at the Chamber of Hate the 13th of October, the year of our Lord 2018. He'll be up against Jacob Herrera. Because basically...
Jacob who?
For the title?
Jacob
Yes.
Lala?
Jacob Herrera.
Jacob Rera?
Jason
Yes.
Flame has been a
Are you saying Jacob Rera?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
W.
I'm
Do you
sorry.
even watch wrestling?
He
I
was,
do.
He was our guy.
I have Dish Network now. I can even watch that horrible shit called Major League Wrestling. Have you seen that?
Major League Wrestling.
It's on the BN Sports Network.
I heard that's like a very popular program over in the East Coast.
You know what? It should be. I mean, there's a lot of people there, and the production values are good, but there's some sort of disconnect with what's going on inside the ring. And like I said, I just commented about people, criticizing other people's work, but this is something there's like something really wrong with the matches. I don't know. You'll have to watch it.
Dustin Lawyer found an extra large.
Because
pair of
everything I
Newsies on the
say
block
is
underwear.
true, and anyone that doesn't agree with me, they're wrong.
Now, what did he say?
What did you say?
You said I had to watch it, so I had to actually give a real critique about their wrestling matches because I'm right, everyone's wrong. I'm God.
And you
Okay.
have a top hat. If you had a monocle, you'd be the Monopoly Man. That would not be the
No,
worst
he would
gimmick
be
I've
Mr.
ever
Peanut.
seen.
Oh, at least it wouldn't be like the Christmas creature or beaver cleavage.
Which
Oh,
by the way-
beaver cleavage. That's right. Wasn't he like in love with his mother?
Yes,
Is that gimmick?
They overtly
Beaver
had that
cleavage?
incest angle. There was even like one bit in which it looked like she was wanking him.
Yeah. I remember that beaver cleavage. Do you remember that, Mikey?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
That was in the early '90s in the WWF.
Actually, no, I think it was like early 2000s.
I didn't get into
Was
I
it?
didn't get into wrestling until 2000. So
You're kidding me? 2000?
Yep.
The year 2000?
Year 2000.
Huh.
Better late
Okay.
than never.
Okay. No, I thought you were more of a historian than that.
What comment do we got?
He was about to read it right now. Did you want to?
Dustin Lawyer found an extra large pair of New Kids on the Block underwear at the Goodwill, and he was thinking Joey the Bull could wear them and then wrestle him in his lobster outfit. The
Joey the
Red
Bull?
Lobster.
Joey the Bull versus Dustin Lawyer. I don't even know who Dustin Lawyer is, but it sounds awesome.
Dustin Lawyer is a creative man, and he needs some kind of outlet because he lives with his grandmother.
Sounds like a character's name for a 90s action film.
And I got the right stuff, baby. Oh.
Moving on.
Okay, so you're gonna say the worst gimmick you know of is beaver cleavage and the Christmas.
The Christmas creature.
I don't remember the Christmas creature. Where
No
was
one
this?
else does.
Huh.
Let's say this was actually that's a bit unfair. This was one of Kane's first appearances. We all got to start somewhere.
Okay, we gotta.
Plus Christmas is scary, mate. Everything is so bright and light, mate.
know what I like? The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, mate.
Jessica Landau asked what happened earlier. She's very worried about what happened to Freddie Havoc. Producer Robert, any word on Havoc and how he's doing? He's in the emergency room.
It takes a
waiting.
long time to see a doctor. We're not in Canada.
Right,
you
right.
know,
And
line, and it's late.
what? He's.
Was there a laceration on the arm? I don't know.
I think he may be. Yeah, they may be having to get. What do they call it? Authorization from Obamacare.
He's already got a support group. Dustin Lawyer's friends from his scoliosis support group are gonna come and buy tickets, and you like when people sell tickets.
I absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Scoliosis.
The Red Lobster.
Hey,
is
Heidi! While we have you here, what is your worst gimmick you've ever seen in professional
He
wrestling?
just said, but
I gave you 2.
Wow, what you been smoking, bro?
All right.
Because we're getting off topic here. I'm trying to get back on topic.
Okay, well then come up with some material of your own. Then.
This Friday, I will be wrestling back at Lucha Pro at Los Angeles at the Lucha Pro International Arena, and
What's
as
the
well
address
as
there, Mike?
I do not have the address.
Is it on Florence?
It's
It is on Florence.
132 Florence East Avenue, Los Angeles, California. The moment I heard Florence, I remember the number because I wrestled there like for many years. So yeah, 132 East Florence Avenue. Lucha Pro will be back. I'm supposed to be teaming up with a luchador by the name of Legend, taking on Koto Hiro and Ricky the Activist.
Oh, I remember Ricky the Activist.
Oh, and
He's
we
really
got
good.
special appearance by former WWE superstar Sin Bodhi.
Nice.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Heidi, where else can we see you before we bid you goodbye? Tell us where else we're going to be seeing you other than Exodus.
Okay, actually, quick question. If this is called Exodus, does this mean locusts are going to be flying in the ring?
Yes, and actually the war is going to be there on a horse. Famine, there won't be any food there to eat. And there's a bunch of cockroaches that have been overrunning the dojo lately, so we're going to be dealing with that. Do you get it?
That's Revelation.
Yeah.
Very good, right.
It's part in the Red Sea. And the
That's right. You're right. I'm
It's
sorry.
the
she
plagues
asked
of
about-
Egypt.
Yes.
And don't forget Bob Marley, movement for the people.
No, you guys, it was a whole Four Horsemen reference. You
I
guys.
got it.
Okay.
Is Arn Henderson coming?
No. Hopefully we could get Ole Anderson.
But a pair of scissors will.
And he could
Oh, that would suck.
Oh, I get that. That's good. So Heidi, we're gonna be seeing you this Saturday at Exodus. I want to thank you for coming in.
Yes.
And I'm sure Mikey O'Shea is thrilled to death. Mikey, I hate to tell you this, but you're gonna have to give her her stuff back.
I like him in the hat, though.
Goodbye, my friend.
Don't make me drop you into a Rana powerbomb thing.
I'm not, man, if I try that, I'm just going to fall on you.
Hello.
Right?
Oh,
Hey.
Mikey's
Whoever said
getting
that was a bad
risky these days. All right, it's glad to see Mikey's kind of coming out of his shell.
Closet?
He doesn't
I'm
get
in
so
shell.
nervous
It's
around
the
women.
mustache.
Thank you, my love. Good luck this weekend, and it's always a pleasure. I can't wait to see how things work out for you.
Likewise.
All right.
But yes, I really want to see what happens at Chamber of Hate at Destination 6. It's so many different places, mate. Oh, the world's the oyster. I'll probably go there, have a fake award, and be all teary-eyed and give me acceptance speech.
What did she win that Razzie for?
Catwoman.
Catwoman. Okay, that's right.
Sure?
Yeah, she was graceful, mate.
That was a horrible flick.
And that wasn't and she was pretty damn sexy in that movie, but
Well, she's pretty.
she was actually a hell of a lot sexier in, what was that movie?
She was banging, what's his
Monsters
name?
Ball?
Swordfish.
Swordfish and Monster
She
Ball.
did get naked.
Boy.
She got an extra $2 million to show her boobs.
And
I
Monster
show
Ball.
him for free every Saturday.
Well
Yeah.
worth the price, mate.
No. I'll give you $2 million not to.
Peace out, Heidi.
Oh,
Bye, Heidi. Much
I
love.
miss you.
I want to look up pictures of
Speaking of movie, where's Piscu? Is he in
Now,
town?
before we go on with the next guest, I'd like to let everyone know, actually, speaking of Destination 6, next Destination 6 will be October 6th. Azrael right here and yours truly will be on the show making our return, and we look forward to doing some damage at Barstow, California.
We're going to run that town. We're going to come in with our Harley Davidsons, and we're going to run Barstow like a biker gang.
And go to Del Taco.
Right? Because I think that's the only food place.
The original-
As we're going to own.
No. They got a bunch of food places, but that's the original Del Taco.
Is it really?
Yeah. The chicken soft tacos there are on steroids.
Just literally.
All the chickens are on steroids.
And meth.
Thank God.
Anyways, who's next in line?
I'll let you guys call it.
Okay, well, I'm going to say the next guest in line. He has been making waves at Wrestling Pro Wrestling lately, and he is making his return to OCCW this coming Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Gusten Ubestud.
Yes, piss goo.
Now, see, this is a man who knows how to party. This
Yeah.
is not like you fans who live with your grandmothers with your cats.
I am the latest member of the franchise players. Pit Slap, Goose and Uberstud. Yes, they welcomed me in just before the show.
What is it? Wait. What's the P&AS for?
The Pimp Slap. Pimp Slap, Goose and Uberstud.
Uber, look at the video we got up there from last week.
I think
Don't worry, Malice. We'll get there in a minute.
No, we
Don't
better
get all
not. Look at-
excited.
Hey, sit down. Sit down, Pisco.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Vivium, remain calm.
East and West Germany is reunited. Yeah.
sit down, Dan.
Ooh, you touched my tra-la-la.
Okay.
My ding ding dong.
No.
I know it.
You know, I'm beginning to think that you guys like go out of your way just to antagonize me, right? They're like, hey, let's see what we can do to piss off Malice, right?
No, we go
What, you
out
gotta-
of
you
our
gotta-
way to show you a good time.
I don't want a good time. I want to turn
You're gonna get one.
I want to turn a profit on this show. And if we get shut down by the Mothers of Prevention or whatever the hell else, because tell us about what this says on your chest there.
Well, Bam comes in here with his vest.
He's talking about Marcus Frey, B.A. Marcus Frey.
Yeah,
Badass Marcus Frey.
So I said, okay, you can have your little Bam. I'll make up my own because I'd want to be a team player. Part of the group. So I'll make up my own.
So what does it say?
Piss goo.
What? Piss goo.
Pimp, slop, goose, and Ubasa. What's so funny about that?
Pisco.
Piss goo.
Hashtag Pisco.
No.
Yeah.
No, because wait.
Everybody
This is a-
better start chanting Pisco at the show.
This is a No, you best not be chanting piss goo at the
Piss
show.
goo.
It's just a little acronym. Calm down.
We better see some shirts, bro.
No, real quick. Newsflash, guys. What I said last week, if one person shows up with a Pisco shirt into the show this Saturday, I will buy them a tamale and a soda. One person only. Let me get that clear.
No, I'll tell you what. If we get about a dozen people, and that means Joey's gonna spend about $50, right? $50, right? I will give away OCCW T-shirts to everyone wearing a Piss Goo T-shirt that they've created on their own.
Good deal.
That's a great deal.
So you don't want to chant, but you want them to wear Pisco shirts.
No, I want a dozen people to be there. 2 dozen people to be there. So we'll see what happens.
Wait, 2 dozen? I think you want more than 24 people to be at the
Hey,
show.
2
my
people
God.
are coming in Freddie Flores' car to this show.
Hey,
They
Doc
call
Allen.
for tamales. People are coming.
I guarantee they can't spell Piss Goo though.
He's gonna explain it.
It's
to
right
them.
there. You can't really miss it. See? Hey.
It does look kind of like a V,
That's
though.
a good.
John Malice.
Yes.
Do you want to see Piss Goo dance?
No, I don't want to see.
I
Piss
do.
Goo.
Check it out.
I do.
Hey.
What about you guys, Ralph? Let's see yours dance.
No, let's not. No.
Yeah.
I got little
Oh,
boobies.
yeah.
I'm an A cup.
Now, Mikey O'Shea, let's see yours dance.
Mikey O'Shea,
let's
come on,
not,
get him
Mikey.
out.
Mikey, don't.
Get out the girls, Mikey.
No,
Get him out. Let's go.
I can make mine dance too.
Yeah, get him out.
Yeah,
Tony.
we got.
Yeah, come on.
no.
Yeah, come
Hell
on.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in there.
Hey, look, my muscles look pretty good on this show. This is some good luck.
Right? Who wouldn't buy a ticket to see a piss goo? Like Rick Rude, baby.
That's a good tricep.
Get.
Look at that. Yeah.
It's like mayonnaise.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about that, Marcus?
Yeah, you
Frey?
see that, Marcus Frey?
Yeah, Marcus Frey.
Get scared, baby. That's the only thing that's gonna save your life.
Okay, aside from
Hip slap Gooston Uberstud.
aside from piss goo,
Yes.
what is the worst gimmick you've ever seen in pro wrestling?
Me, the worst gimmick. There's no gimmick. It's just people with jobs.
Okay, what is the people with the worst jobs that you've seen in wrestling?
I don't know, but maybe if we got this lobster character going, that could be a
The Red Lobster? You know, that's not a bad idea. I mean, copyright infringement aside, right? Because, you know, there's the cereal man, and then there's the chef, and what's that other guy? The guy from Guar that came onto our
Techno Destructo.
Techno Destructo. If we could have those guys running around, why not have the Red Lobster around? I can see big claws and wrestling like, no? No? All right. Yeah, well, someone pitched the Red Rooster to Vince McMahon, and he said, "Okay, let's go with it." You know, and who? Remember who?
They brought the Muppets in 2013. Yeah.
What do you put the Red Lobster with the Red Rooster and the Mountie, and then it could be like a whole like red theme.
And Zodiac.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't that Brutus the Barber?
Yep.
I don't see how the Zodiac fits into the Red Rooster. Oh, is it? Well, it's a little bit late. All right. So, Gooston, where else are we going to see you? We're going to see you. Who are you wrestling this weekend at Exodus?
I'm wrestling Marcus. We know this. Badass Marcus
Well,
Frey.
for the fans out there, explain what's going to happen in that match.
Oh, Marcus Frey comes out and he said, "Oh, look at me, I'm big, and I bring my big friend with me, and everybody's so big, blah blah blah, because we're the franchise player. The only thing that's gonna be franchised is his butthole, because I'm coming for it on Saturday, and I'm gonna spank it all over that ring, and then we're gonna see what a real franchise is.
All right, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
gonna own it."
the comments of Piss Goo Uberstud are his and his alone. They do not represent OCCW,
You can't
the Royal
spank a
Ramble,
butthole.
or Free Admission Channel.
Maybe you can't.
The guy's
do
grandma
that.
not watch anymore.
Uh-oh,
Sorry,
did we
Grammy.
lose a viewer?
So we want to thank you, Gooston Uberstud, and wish you luck. Maybe this Saturday at Exodus for OCCW. Any parting thoughts?
Let me think for just a minute. Yes, I have one parting thought.
Yeah, ooch, 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 ooch. Come on, Danny, get up, Danny. Ooch, dance, 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 dance. Ooch, 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 ooch. Lift that shirt up, ooch, ooch. Show that belly, yeah, Mikey O'Shea, it's his turn. Mikey O'Shea, it's his turn. Yeah, ooch, sausage party, sausage party,
I'm gonna elbow you right.
Bye, Mikey O'Shea.
Give me that.
No.
You want me to come back?
No. Goodbye. You guys are supposed to help me out with this now.
let him
And you,
drink energy
you're
drink.
making it worse. You're making. Thank
I
you for
like
having my
that
back. You
one.
sit here like this. Here, I'm gonna be. One day, I hope you're gonna need me. I'm gonna do the same thing.
He wasn't gonna do anything.
Here's my
to you.
Mikey O'Shea face.
I would have let him take your.
That is the most energy I've ever seen out of your face.
Oh my God, not yours. Yours is like fucking the mask from Jim Carrey.
Smoking.
Yeah, see?
Hey,
Exactly.
Human Tornado knows about pimp slapping. Craig is Williams.
Yeah, he does.
He knows how to pimp slap. He could,
Bitch,
if
better
you
have my
any-
money, Craig Williams.
Yeah.
All right, our next guest, quickly, as we're up against the clock, I want to invite Lex Icon in. Lex Icon has been our good friend Joey's yin to his yang, his peanut butter to his chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to know about Joey's Yang.
He's like my sugar to my churro.
Yes. Lex Icon, how are you? Happy to have you with us today.
I'm doing okay. I just saw Freddie Havoc out there. They're icing up his injury right now. I tried to talk to him, but he just gave me the cold shoulder. So,
That was good. That was good.
Smart. I like lexicons. He's clever.
But that really happened, huh?
yeah.
So do we have another update aside from the snubness of his condition, Robert?
They're giving him Jello right now to calm him down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where you been, Lex? Tell us a little bit about your adventures in wrestling and where we can see you next.
Well, you can see me next at Exodus on Saturday. I'll be there, the funny thing is, and I don't know how many people know this. This is one of those weird trivia things. I love trivia. Exodus. There was a movie called Exodus.
Yeah, it's in the 60s, right?
Right.
Yeah, with Ben Gazzara, was it?
I believe, I'm not sure, but the music from that was from a group, Ferranti and Teicher. The music from Exodus is known by wrestling fans as Mr. Perfect's music.
That's right, you're right.
Wow.
Check that out. Look it up on Spotify, Exodus.
You'll
You'll
I
hear
can't believe I didn't say anything.
Mr. Perfect.
All right,
music.
since you like trivia so much, all right, and I'm going to ask all of you before I think Lex might have this one. The name of the song that they play for Ric Flair is what?
Odyssey.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Space
Wrong.
Odyssey.
How about you?
Pomp and circumstance?
No, that's Randy Savage.
Thus spake Zarathustra.
Sprox
Holy
Zarathustra. Yes, very good.
Nerds.
Nerds?
It's
No, we're
a piece of
cultured.
classical
I'm just
music.
messing
We're
around.
cultured.
It's a piece of
I was going to
classical
ask you, but you would understand.
Joey the Bull,
I was in the
love you,
Muppet
but the
Show.
only culture you've got is in your yogurt. So, I mean,
I get it.
Oh my God, that's pretty good. I like that. That's way better than piss goo. Oh my God. Not true? No.
yes, I am cultured. I had some wine. I had a brand new red wine from Manila the other day. It was a Filipino noir. So, that's right. I got puns.
Hey, we should talk about the Raiders as I hear they're relocating not from Las Vegas but to Manila so they can be known as the Manila Folders.
I didn't
Jesus
get
Christ,
that.
man! It's not easy being a Raider fan anymore, especially when you have a piece of shit for a quarterback.
Here right now.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
A
piece of shit.
That's okay. I don't care about
A
basketball.
shit piece. How's that? Oh my
That's
God!
it. That's
The
it.
guy throws more passes. To
Oh,
the
here
You
we
are
go.
our OC. You are the Iron Sheik of OCCW. Piece of
Okay,
shit.
now I'm the Iron Sheik. Wasn't I?
You're making the old
Everybody's
lady
best
stop
friend before the-
watching.
Hey, stop watching, old lady, because I know you've already stopped watching the friggin' Raider game because Derek Carr sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Tell us what you've been up to,
I
Lex.
don't like basketball anyhow.
Tell us what you've been up to, Lex.
You know what? I've been chilling out. I have joined Weight Watchers, believe it or not. This is. I will preface it. This is not a joke.
Okay. Oh, really?
I actually.
Let me weigh that comment of what you
Yes,
just
thank
said.
you.
I can do this
The
too.
guy's talking about his weight right
I,
now.
I hope they're not paying you
Wait.
scale.
Let's hear what he has to say.
So actually, I did.
The fat shamer.
I actually did
Jonathan
start
this is right.
2 weeks ago. This
Don't
past
fuck-
Monday.
You should be ashamed.
He's talking about his diet plan.
2 weeks ago, I started, and I am now down 15 pounds
Wow.
From what?
from
Check it
where
out.
I started at.
Mr. Nosy.
Okay, you don't want to tell us how much you weighed. That's okay.
It
I
was
don't want
over
to know.
300, I will say that. But,
Okay.
but I am down 15 pounds in 2 weeks.
Good for you, bro.
That's fantastic. Joey, are you listening to this?
I weigh 450 pounds. So
Okay, good. So 15 pounds, you could lose that.
450, not 15.
Consistency.
That's what I
is the key,
said.
brother.
15
But I-
pounds, he
but I
said he
got-
lost.
I just got
Pay
tired of
attention.
being a little bit less mobile than I would like, so I want to, try and get some of my
What do you think of this?
mobility back, and so I can take on Azrael one of these days.
Good on you, brother.
Once I lost 150 pounds.
Were you in England?
She never called
Wasn't
me
it-
back.
That was
After losing
250
all this
pounds. You
weight,
should be.
time out, guys. You think after losing all this weight, you're gonna get back in the ring? Back in the day, I remember back when I was a fan, you were always in the ring getting crazy with some of these wrestlers.
Yeah, I want to get back down to at least to where I was when I was managing, so I can actually get in the ring and take care of some of these people. I still remember at the next level show the bully zone coming in the ring and giving you some hell, and
Probably the weakest right hand I've ever had the privilege of getting hit with. All right?
And I just
Are you all right, Mikey? Are we keeping you awake? Because you're free to go take a nap if you need
No, when he said he gave Jonathan Mouse some hell, I'm like, you've never been to hell, obviously, because that was nowhere near hell.
Are
Well,
you?
no, I just giving him lip. That's what I meant.
No, he's been married before. Of course he's been to hell.
That wasn't even at the train station leading to hell.
Yeah, But those guys kind of. Well, I'll just say they pissed me off.
Are they going to be there?
Oh, I never
Are
seen
they
that
going to be
spot
there this
so
Saturday?
Huh?
Are they going to be there this Saturday?
Bully Zone, if you're watching, are you going to be here this Saturday? I don't know. I haven't heard or seen you right? So I'm going to assume that you're not because you're afraid of the ass whooping you took at Next Level.
I hope so, because I want to jack those fools up.
He wants to jack those fools off all right now. Is that another one of your puns?
you said it.
Oh, I said it. That's right. Sorry.
Kids there, man.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea.
Well, in a few minutes, in these few seconds, I will weigh in on my worst gimmicks thing.
Oh, yes.
My problem with is not necessarily bad gimmicks, but it's good wrestlers that have been given bad gimmicks.
Sure.
And one of the worst, I think, was self-inflicted, honestly.
Dusty Rhodes?
No. Superstar Billy Graham. Now, for those of you who watch the old wrestling, if you watch Superstar Billy Graham when he was in his heyday, when he was a WWF champion with the sideburns
Yeah, it
and
was
the
like
tie-dye,
Jesse Ventura.
it was great. When he lost the title, and they kind of pushed him out of the title scene, he came back with this karate gimmick.
Oh, well, that
where
was
he
his
shaved
own
his
making,
head.
though. That was his
I know,
own
that's what I
thing.
said, in self-inflicted.
Yeah.
And it was just not good.
Yeah, he was.
Because when he was the champ, he was that was larger than life.
Have you watched those matches? His matches were terrible.
It was.
They were all so bad. Yeah, and when he came back with a karate gimmick, he was more personality and less bad wrestling.
Yeah.
It was more bad gimmick than less bad wrestling.
And if I want to just talk bad overall gimmicks, though, the Yeti.
I don't remember that one either.
Oh, WCW, Dungeon of Doom.
There's a bad gimmick. In and of
They
itself.
brought this guy
the
out
Four
to.
Horsemen of bad gimmicks.
They brought this guy out to fight Hulk Hogan or to attack Hulk Hogan. They called him the Yeti.
The
Or
Yeti.
Yeah, well, that's how Shivani mentioned him, the Yeti, I think.
The Yeti.
I'm Kevin Sullivan. Here's the Yeti. You know, he's
Right.
and this guy came out of a block of ice.
Right.
And you think
Ice?
Yeah.
Baby.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun,
I-
dun, 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 shh, dun, dun,
Must have been under a lot of pressure to do that joke. But you think a Yeti is the abominable snowman, so the ice makes sense. But he came out dressed as a mummy.
Maybe he was cold. You know, ice can get pretty cold, Danny. Azrael.
I feel like they didn't talk about things in WCW very much.
Right,
Like,
the
yeah,
right hand-
put this thing on your head and go out there.
Oh yeah, watch out for the boom! Oh, wow, that was a
and his
shockmaster.
big thing was him coming out and him and the Giant, basically
No, which giant? The giant?
Paul White.
Paul
Giant,
White. Okay,
yeah.
not Giant Gonzalez.
Both going on
That was
either
the
side
Giant
of Hogan and basically dry humping him to end a pay-per-view.
I don't remember that one. But that's good. Okay.
Look it up.
No, I will because that's interesting. That sounds pretty freaking
And
terrible.
worst of regional gimmicks, look online, from IWCCW on the East Coast, there was a big guy, I think even bigger than me or Joey, named Curly Moe.
Oh yes, the wrestling. No, not Curly Mo. I remember Curly Mo. That's
Curly
from the
Mo.
'80s. Right, I remember. Yeah.
He was basically Stu.
that
Basically
was,
tried
that
to do a
was Phil
curly
Hickerson's
gimmick.
gig. I remember that Curly Mo. Right, Curly Mo.
Well, real quick, I
He was
think
crazy. He was a real bad
I think
heel.
Freddie Flores is on break right now, and he's saying, "I will destroy Azrael."
I'm gonna mess you up so bad, Freddie Flores. I'm gonna beat you up. You're gonna work at my warehouse for free for months after I destroy you on Saturday.
We're gonna talk about that next. But first I want to let. I know you got to go. I know there's alphabet soup that needs to be eaten, and
Stir in the pot.
and I just want to. Very good. I just want to thank you for coming all the way down. I know you're from Moore Park, right? Glendale. Never mind then. All right.
Never mind.
Do you know what Glendale spelled backwards is?
No, but I bet you do.
Anyway, have a safe trip home. Thank you for coming, and
Congratulations,
we will
losing that
see.
weight.
Yeah, congratulations. And hey, keep us posted on losing that weight.
I will.
You know, if you want, you and I can do like a kind of a weight loss challenge because I'm looking for a new weight loss challenge partner. My last one kind of. Anyway, have a good safe trip home.
Wait, you were
Thank
talking about me?
No, I was talking to him.
You're probably talking about me.
I'm trying to understand what Glendale spelled backwards is.
Glendale spelled backwards would be.
No, I thought you were from Moore Park. All right.
We have one more.
We have one
Oh.
more guess.
Glendale spelled backwards would be Eladnilk, by the way.
Yes. I guess. Don't forget the G. Thank you
What
so
did we
much, Lex.
All right. See you guys later. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
hey, come see Lex Icon at Orange County Championship Wrestling's Exodus at the Del O Training Center. That is this Saturday No, it's not in Moore Park. It's in Stanton.
I'm trying to do the.
Sounding it out. He's trying to throw it backwards.
8381 Catella Avenue. Doors open at 5:30. Bell time is at 6 p.m. Tickets are $10 pre-sale, $15 at the door. Our next guest
Crap room. Crap room, really?
needs no introduction. He's
Better
known
sit over here then.
He's known. Yeah, that's a good
agree.
idea.
Better sit over there.
I gotta sit by. I'm not sitting.
I'll sit by him. I'll sit by him.
While our next
Are you back
guest
from shit?
is OCCW's one and only heavyweight champion,
God damn it! What is with you and lowering?
Othello. And look at that belt. Oh my.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champ.
People over here arguing who's gonna sit next to who. It's an honor to sit next to me.
Thank you. It is. Yes.
When
it
did we
sure
get that
is.
new belt?
How you doing, champ?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Congratulations on the new belt. Well, that's what I wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
talk
right.
about.
Let's talk about my new baby right here.
Well,
That's
it's
right.
our new baby. I wanted to hold it up to the camera so
The
everyone can
brand new
see.
OCCW world title.
OCCW
What you ain't
world title. All right, as you can see, right? Well, you can almost see through it. It's almost transparent. Look at that. Special powers like a Harry Potter. Don't touch unless you win it. All right, or buy it. So, we're gonna put it right here if you don't mind, champ.
Oh, yeah, exactly. No, more like right here, in front of me, because I'm the champ.
Well, but
Thank you very much.
I'm the owner, so we'll put it between the two of us. All right? I can't see nothing. Well, they can see it better. I mean, that's just our monitor. Everyone else can see.
Oh, everyone else can see it. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You're gonna win that belt on Saturday, Mike.
Okay, that brings us to the main event of.
Which I'm gonna win.
Okay. Othello is the reigning champion. Mikey O'Shea is the former champion. Both have met in the ring a few times before, with only one time coming out a clear winner. Let's talk a little bit first. I want to hear from Mikey O'Shea and what he plans or what he expects from the champ, and then we're going to hear from the champ. Now, gentlemen, I don't need to remind you that we've already had one dust up here in the studio tonight. I absolutely will not tolerate a second one. I don't expect it from the champ, and I certainly don't expect it from Mr. O'Shea. And you, sir, I would appreciate it if you don't stir the pot, Mr. Azrael.
Law-abiding citizen.
Very good. Mikey, your comments.
Me and Othello go way back, 5 years. First time we had a match against one another, I had his ass down on the mat. But then, what were they called before? The Stew family?
Family Stone?
Family Stone. They got involved. And unfortunately, because it was that championship wrestler from Hollywood, we never got the opportunity to finish it. 4 years later, you come to OCCW.
Which is, if I may interject here, if OCCW had a Babe Ruth, it would be Mikey O'Shea. Go ahead.
You came to OCCW and you were fully prepared to go to war. I, on the other hand, didn't take you seriously. Because of which I paid for it. You beat my ass. Not afraid to admit it.
Stop picking your nails.
But this is going to be my 9-year anniversary this coming Saturday. And you better understand one thing. You want the old Mikey back from 5 years ago. You're going to get the old Mikey from 5 years ago. I'm a very nice guy. But if you want the guy that put referees and wrestlers in the hospital breaking their back on the apron, you're going to get it. Your height doesn't intimidate me. I will lift your ass up. I will put you on that mat. And I plan on taking that title this Saturday. And I expect nothing less from you. And that's as the most respectful way I'm going to say that to you. Go ahead.
All right, your comments from Mikey O'Shea. To rebut, all right. Now you're coming up on almost a year, champ, of being the OCCW heavyweight champ. Your comments to what Mikey had to say.
Oh, I mean, just like the man said, we go back 5 years. And yeah, granted, the first match, people got involved. But as you saw, the second match, no one got involved. Who was the winner? Who had the hand raised? It was me. So yeah, I do want the old Mikey. Bring the Mikey that puts people in hospitals, puts referees in hospitals. Bring them. And then you want to talk about how you didn't take me serious? Come on, my man. Look at me. Look at me. I said, look at me. Didn't take me serious? Well, good, because after Saturday, you're going to take me more than serious. Because you talk about how you're going to take my belt, how you gonna injure me, right? How you gonna lift me up and slam me through the mat? Not gonna happen. It's time to come down to reality. And the reality is, I'm champ for a reason. The reality is, I'm going to have this title for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years if I want. So bring it all. But come Exodus, it's all going to be for nothing. Because just like always, my hand is going to be raised. And still, OCCW World Champion, Othello.
You've been the champion for 8 months.
Okay.
Congratulations. Guess what? I've been the champion for 10 months before I lost that bad boy, when I finally got my first loss. And you're about to understand you don't live in a bubble. You live in the outside world with me. And I'm coming for that title. Yeah, anyone that competes for this title better go inside that ring confident enough that they're going to beat you for it. Because why else would anyone want to compete against you if they don't believe they can't beat you? I know full well I can beat you.
Well, we going to see. We going to see. But you're not going to beat me. Let me just be frank with you. I'm going to bust your ass.
Please do.
You get what I'm saying?
Please do.
All right.
You're going to get hurt.
Please do.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit. Hey, no, come on, no, let's back this up. Hey, no, hey, let's get him out of here, come on, let's go, here, give me that. All right, guys,
This ain't my first rodeo. This ain't gonna be my
I'll
last.
see you on the 29th.
All right.
9-year anniversary, boy.
All right, back up.
2 times.
Get him out of here.
OCCW champion.
It's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying?
No, let's go.
Wasted
All right,
9 years.
Lifted your ass
All right,
before.
all right, that's
I will
enough.
lift it
That's
again.
enough. All right, that's it. Calm down, Mike. Calm down. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, you go that way. All right.
Where do I go?
You get the hell out of here. All right, you just make things worse. Mike, you got to go that way. All right, we're not going to have this. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Royal Ramble. Please join us this Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Royal Ramble. Please join us this Saturday, September 29th. If we can get that graphic up there. Please join us September 29th this Saturday at 6 p.m. for OCCW's Exodus. Tickets are $10, $15 at the door. Do not miss it. See Mikey O'Shea against Othello. Thank you
And this is Joey the Bull and Jonathan Mellis signing out.
for Azrael and Mikey O'Shea. Have a good night, and may all your bumps be in the ring.